Practices in Teaching English is a series of teacher training segments dealing with 8 topics: classroom management, writing, reading, listening, presentation skills, practice, error correction, and supervision. Best practices in teaching English can be used for teacher and supervisor in service training or by faculty in pre-service teacher education. Also, tapes can be used separately by student teachers, and supervisors for individual study and self-development. Accompanying the video series is a set of printed supplementary materials that describes the content and includes information on how to use the videotapes. Steps in practicing a lesson.
Hello everyone. What happens after a teacher has presented new material to his students? Will the students have learned the material? Will the students have understood the material? Well, probably. But will the students have perfected the material, have mastered it? The answer is definitely no. They need to practice. By practice we mean the exercises or the activities teachers organize and implement in the classroom for the purpose of consolidating students' learning of the language and improving their performance.
Just verbs. I'm going to give you a verb, or you are going to see the verb. I want you to give me this verb in the past perfect form, or past perfect tense. It means in this form. For example, here we have the first one. It is go. Ahmed, can you tell me? Past perfect is? Raise your voice. We have go, when, done, so. Is it done like that? Ahmed, huh? Have done perfect. Thank you. Okay. Next verb. Thank you, Ahmed Salam. Ahmed Gamal. Now we have form. It means to shape something. Form.
Generally, we learn better when we do things right. It's therefore important to give students a chance to make repeated successful performance of what they have learned. This gives them self-confidence and encourages them to take up further challenges.
Who's going to answer me for this one? It is okay, you have your workbooks? Yes. I want you to open page 17. Page 17. We have two exercises in page 17. It is the C exercise that I want you to answer. It is just matching, so easy like that. I'm going to read the instruction. Match the two halves of the sentences and write the number in the box. You have 8 sentences and you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, just in order to match this half with the other one and to make a complete sentence. First one is done for you. We have when Ali had done his homework, he watched a film on television. So you're going to start from number 2. You can work with the one beside you, just your partner. No, you will have 3 minutes to finish it and then we're going to answer. Yes,
the aim at this stage of the lesson is simply to give students practice in manipulating the structure. This matching technique is a controlled kind of practice that would be done very quickly. The students are not required to make any changes in the two parts of the sentence they are matching. This helps them to automatize the structure, that's to say, to produce it automatically and to get it right without thinking.
Okay. 3 minutes finished. Let's start. Okay, Roshi, the first one is done. We are going to talk about the second one.
She bought the car after she had learned to drive.
She bought a car after she had learned to drive. Thank you. Correct course. Muhammad, yes. Number 7. They couldn't go swimming because they had forgotten their swimming suit. Okay, thank you. Next. Amor.
After they got to school, they realized that they had forgotten their homework.
After they got to school,
They realized that they had forgotten their
they realized. It is realized means they knew and or they could know that or they realized they had forgotten their homework. Thank you. So now we have finished this exercise and we are going to move to another one. I think that this one is somehow interesting. Do you see this drawing?
From matching, we then move to a more difficult exercise. Here the students are required to form the structure themselves and to make sentences using single words as prompts.
He did all of them yesterday. It means all of them are or were in the past. Okay? But we are going to see which happened first and which happened next. And according to that, you have some words here. Okay? From these words, you are going to make a sentence. So here you have 1, 2, 3. You are going to make 3 sentences. You are going to look carefully at the diagram or at this drawing and use the drawing to know the consequences of the actions for which happened first and which happened next. Okay? Understood? You couldn't understand? I mean here, when I say that something happened at 6:30 and something happened at 1 o'clock, which happened first? 6:30. So you are going to say that the one happened at 6:30 in the past? Perfect. And the one happened at 1 p.m. in the past tense. That's it. So according to the words written back, you are going to use them. Okay? So each two also are going to have one paper or one handout, and both of you are going to help each other to work out and finish it, or to work out. Start.
While they are working, the teacher moves around the class, making himself available to answer questions. By doing so, instead of relaxing in the seat at the front, he actually conveys a message to his students. I want you to succeed in learning, and I'm doing my best to see you do so.
Okay, let's start. Ahmed. Ahmed. Yes. Okay, the first one, Salah lunch before sleep. Salah had his lunch before he slept. What does this mean? Salah had his lunch before he slept. This means that both actions are in the past. But which happened first? Which one happened first? You said Salah had his lunch before he slept. Okay? I will say just one word. You say Salah had his lunch. Okay? My question is, which happened first? Me, had his lunch. So, had his lunch first. It should be in the past. Perfect. It means plus, and here we have had. Where is the PP? We have had. Perfect. So we have had. Say the sentence like that. Before he slept. Perfect. Thank you very much. Nawar. Okay, next question, promise. Okay. Yes, no. After Salah study, have rest.
After Salah had studied, he had rest.
After Salah had studied, he had rested. Which happened first?
After Salah had studied.
So had studied happened first. And the second one? Had rest. Is it past simple or past perfect? Had rest. Past simple. Why? We have the word had. Yes, Amor. Perfect. Because rest is not a PP. It is just like this one. Had rest. We just have the word had. It is in the past. But we don't have the PP. It means it's not past perfect. Do you know this is what you have asked me about? When I said, one of you asked me about this. Thank you very much, Amor.
Can it be Salah had waited as soon as he studied?
No. Which happened first?
The arrangement.
No, the arrangement. Which happened first? He went first and then he studied. So he had went. As soon as it means, we said it in Arabic, Egypt. We said the mubarrad in.
Then he studied as soon as he had waited.
He studied as soon as he had. Yes. Okay. So we have finished this drawing. Let's move to something else. As I said, the funniest part, which is miming. I think you know, but I'm going to tell you again. Miming is some kind of acting. I'm going to choose some of you. They're going to make some kind of a situation just without talking, with motion. Without talking, just like that. And then you are going to see what happened. Or what is the situation. Or what are the actions or two actions happened. What happened first and what happened next. And so on. So let's start with Muhammad. Muhammad, I promised you. Come. Okay, see. Come with me. You're going to start. I didn't tell you just. I told you to go to your desk. I'm so sorry. It's written to go to your desk. It's not my own fault. Thank you. So what happened? Okay, yes. He cheated him. Yes, this is right. This is the whole situation. It's about cheating. That he pointed to something and then so Nawar, but I mean that two actions happened here. Thank you. Nawar, yes.
I think he played a trick.
He played a trick. This is correct. So this trick contains, first of all,
He had a point at something,
and then
and then he
touch it. Just call it touch it. So he had.
points at something, then he
So if I use the word as soon as
he had pointed